Okay, I had these strips and crayons lying around from yesterday's scribble practice, and I just feeling like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and create with what is here. And I encourage you to do the same because, yeah, just whatever you have lying around, that's what you should create with. I've set 10 minutes on the timer, just 10 minutes of creating today, no big deal. And so, yeah, if you want to make this a little bit more purposeful and follow along exactly what I'm doing, go ahead and do that and, get some strips of paper or some sort of scrap paper and some crayons and do the same thing. Or you can follow along as in what I'm doing, meaning that I am just using up scrap pieces of paper that I have lying around and using something that I had on my table from yesterday. I think that this is a really important concept, actually, that, we just need to make art because we can. Like, not because we're making something that's aesthetically pleasing, nice to look at, and not because we want to make money off of it. Not because we want to give it to anyone even. We're just making art because we can, and because as human beings, we're creative. We're creative beings living a creative life, and using that creativity every day is just such a beautiful thing. And it brings joy and happiness and contentment. Some people don't like that word contentment, but felt appropriate. Anyway, I just have this feeling for doing sort of rainbow strips, I guess, today. So I'm gonna just keep doing that. Keep making rainbow strips. And I'm curious if you make just to make, or if you always feel like you need to have a purpose for making. This is almost like color swatching actually, so if you really need to have a purpose in mind, maybe that's one that might work for you, color swatching. It's fun to overlap the two colors that are beside each other. See what happens there. But let this be experimental. If you do need to have the purpose of color swatching, let it be experimental and put colors together that you might not normally, so that you can discover some combinations that you like. So like these 5 colors together, I don't really like those so much, but that's okay. No problem. Let's try something else. Sometimes you might not like the 5 colors or however many colors you're putting on the strip together, but you might like a few of them and you get a little bit of a... So if you can, let the colors choose you. I know that sounds strange and perhaps hard to follow. What I mean by this is, instead of using your mind to figure out which color you'd like to use next, just pick up a color and put it on there. Don't think about it. Just, if you have troubles with this, you can even just close your eyes and pick a color. See what color chooses you. I like all these colors together, but it feels kind of boring if I'm being honest. It's not, it's been done, I guess. Feels kind of beachy to me, although maybe those colors, I've probably put those colors together before. I do really like it. Maybe I'm gonna dig down to the bottom of this grouping, see what I pull out. I'm getting the feeling I'd like to try a purple with these three colors, which is an interesting combination. Maybe this one. Let's see. These ones might be cool together. Next one. So blues and greens for me today. That's not usual. I usually go for pinks and oranges and yellows. But the blues and greens are feeling really calming to me today, so that's fun. I like this one. Might be my favorite so far. Ooh, a thinner strip. Oh, saved by the bell. I didn't want to do this on this thin strip. So that worked out. I'm super curious if you followed along and did sort of color swatching, if you came up with any new color combinations that you really liked, or if not so much, if everything was a little bit boring and you weren't so into it. Let me know in the comments. If you want to keep creating, you can click on this video here. Lots to do there. Otherwise, I will see you again tomorrow for another scribble practice. Bye.